of that. And I do like the choices of switching up the characters a bit. Harry, Norman, Nico, Pearl. All these characters are really great to see, and seeing their origin and their dynamic with Peter and how he balances this double life that he has now with Spider-Man. Throughout the show, it really shows how it's hard for him to really keep balance of this, as later on in the season we see Peter and Nico have some turmoil where she finds out his secret after him and Harry have been doing this thing the whole time. And I really like the fact that Peter and Harry aren't as cool at first, but then they start to get to know each other after Harry finds out. I really do love how this show set up a lot of these characters, from Lonnie to becoming Tombstone, and how he had to face the choices of saving his brother or saving himself, and he chose his family over himself, and now he's going to basically pay the price of protecting his family and the ones he's loved. He's chosen a different path. Whereas Peter, he's chosen the path of the hero, and now we're going to see these dynamics take place. I really enjoyed Norman and Peter's relationship when Norman found out he was Spider-Man, basically telling him the scheme of how he found out who Spider-Man was and how he figured it out by deducting the plan of having the internship program, of selecting Peter and some other smart class students. And seeing Norman guide Peter and try to help him, you really believe that Norman was a good guy. But then you see the underlining tones that he displays with cutting Peter off or abandoning Peter on the comms when Peter was fighting the Scorpion, and you see how obsessed he was for his revenge, or trying to get Dr. Octavius out of the way so he could take his inventions and ideas. And we see later on in the season when Dr. Octavius, or Dr. Octopus, and Norman come face to face in the prison. Norman absolutely berates him, poking the bear, and wants to get under his skin. And you really see Norman's true colors. And this is going to show up way more often in the next 2 seasons, as it was greenlit for seasons 2 and 3. So I am definitely excited about what the show has to offer, especially since it's sort of in the MCU. So we're going to see other characters, like how we saw Daredevil, we saw Iron Man, and they're going to be mentioning events that happen throughout the MCU. So who knows how far this show will go, but I'm very excited to see what this show has to offer and where it goes from here, because this show might be on par with Spectacular Spider-Man, or might be better than Spectacular Spider-Man. You can only wait and see.